Create Next Stack is a website and command line tool for setting up boilerplate for new Next.js apps. It lets developers pick and choose an array of technologies and makes them all work together. Create Next Stack supports React, TypeScript, Tailwind CSS, CSS modules, ESLint, Prettier, GitHub Actions, and more. Guardrails is a Python package for specifying structure and type and validating and correcting the outputs of large language models. It does pydantic-style validation of LLM outputs, takes corrective actions, and enforces structure and type guarantees. Developers specify LLM output using a file format, and a lightweight wrapper implements the spec. Some of Reddit's biggest communities are planning to set themselves private on June 12. These communities will be inaccessible for 48 hours or more to protest the site's new pricing for third-party app developers to access its APIs. Many third-party app developers have said that they will no longer be able to operate under the new pricing. One of Reddit's employees has argued that the new pricing would be affordable if the apps were more efficient with the API calls they make. Twitter is reportedly rushing to move its services off Google's infrastructure, but the effort is running behind schedule and some tools are in danger of going offline. Google, Amazon, Meta, Salesforce, and other tech companies are trying different ways to compel workers back to the office 3 years after the industry embraced remote work. Apple is working on a more affordable version of the Vision Pro and aims to release it by the end of 2025. The lower-cost version will probably use lower-quality screens, a lower-spec processor, a smaller array of cameras and sensors, and a simpler headband design. It will likely still have the external EyeSight external screen and the same eye and hand tracking system. Apple is also working on a new version of the Vision Pro with a faster processor for even better performance. A cold boot attack is a way of extracting data, including encryption keys, from cooled memory chips. It involves literally freezing memory chips so that the data persists on them for several minutes even when powered down. The attack was first demonstrated back in 2008. Cold boot attacks can be countered with physical memory encryption. Red Balloon Security has developed a device that improves and automates the attack for around $2,000. Details about how the device and attack works are available in the article. General Motors CEO Mary Barra announced on Thursday that the automaker will adopt Tesla's electric vehicle charging standard early next spring. This will make thousands of Tesla superchargers available to owners of GM electric vehicles. The first GM-produced electric vehicle to feature a Tesla charging port will arrive in 2025. GM temporarily suspended advertising on Twitter in October 2022 after Elon Musk's acquisition, but it posted a tweet to promote the announcement. The Parker Solar Probe has discovered the source of solar wind. Solar wind is a continuous outflow of plasma from the Sun's outer atmosphere toward Earth. As magnetic fields pass each other on the Sun's surface, they break and reconnect, sending charged particles flying out of the Sun. The probe detected highly energetic particles traveling 10 to 100 times faster than the solar wind, leading researchers to believe that fast solar wind is created by the reconnection of magnetic fields. Understanding the source of solar winds can help scientists better predict solar storms, which can impact satellites and electrical grids. Apple's developer ecosystem is a strong advantage. Developers can easily plug their existing apps into Vision OS using familiar tools and frameworks. Other headsets so far have mostly relied on apps made in Unity or OpenXR, and key app offerings are limited. The Meta Quest Store has only released about 400 games and apps since opening several years ago. Apple is promising hundreds of thousands of apps on day one. Some people work on open source as a hobby while others work on projects as a job. Those who work serendipitously on open source don't have the same pressures to survive as reliant developers. Tesla's Cybertruck struggled with problems with suspension, body sealing, noise levels, handling, and braking, according to a report dated January 25, 2022. OpenObserve is a cloud-native observability platform built for logs, metrics, traces, and analytics at a petabyte scale. This article explores the improved sorting algorithms discovered by AlphaDev from the paper published by DeepMind last week.